Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening, student. Today we are going to talk about our subject, which is modal auxiliary verbs. الأفعال المساعدة الناقصة. بالأحرى يعني الاسم الثاني اللي هو modal verbs. modal verbs أو modal auxiliary verb. Examples for modal verbs such as ought, to, should, had, have, can't, must, you must, shouldn't, out, oughtn't, وإلى آخره. So this is an examples for the modal verbs or modal auxiliary verb. Modal verbs. What is modal verb? Or what are modal verbs? Special verbs which behave very irregularly and that are used to indicate modality. Ability, such as ability, possibility, likelihood, probability, permission, and obligation, such as ability, possibility, likelihood, probability, permission, and obligation. Examples for modal verb or list of modal verbs such as can, could. يعني نحكي can in the present form or in the present simple. In the past simple it changed to could. May, might, must تبقى نفسها must. بالpresent بالsimple present نفسها وبالpast simple أيضا نفسها must. shall, should, will, would, ought to تبقى نفسها ought to. So what are modal verbs? They are auxiliary verbs that provide additional and specific meaning to the main verb of the sentence. Modal verb are something referred as modal auxiliary verb because they help other verbs. يعني لماذا تم تسميتها modal auxiliary verbs? Because they help other verbs. تساعد الفعل الرئيسي. Because they help other verbs. other verbs هنا ايش راح تكون؟ main verb. Structure of modal verb: I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Modal verb, for example, can, should. Infinitive without to. Infinitive without to. Modal auxiliary verbs. Modal auxiliary verbs are used with a main verb to show mood and ideas such as ability, possibility, and permission. That main modal auxiliary verbs are listed in this table. For example, Table 1 Table 8.1 model can الماضي مالتها الباست could will present form past form would must ought to shall should may might. Modal auxiliary verbs. Can is used number 1 to express ability القدرة ability. For example, Ryan can speak French but he cannot speak German. يعني هو يتكلم اللغة الفرنسية لكن ما يتكلم اللغة الألمانية. Superman can do things that ordinary people can't. Can do. Can هو اللي يمثل modal auxiliary verb. Do is the main verb بالsentence number 2. Sentence number 1 Ryan can speak. Can is the auxiliary modal verb. Speak is the main verb. Number 2 to express request. Request يعني الطلبات المؤدبة. Polite request. For example, polite request طلبات المؤدبة. Can you help? Can you help? Can you help Sue? هذا شيء يصبح لطلاب. Express request. Can I offer you something to drink? It's also to express request. Can, uses of can, استعمالات can. Number 1 to express ability. Ryan can speak French but he cannot he cannot speak German. Superman can do things that ordinary people can't. الجملتين هي examples على المودال verb اللي هو can. Number 2 uses of can to express request للطلبات. For example, polite express. Can you help Sue? Can you help me with this? Can I offer you something to drink? Other examples. Can you do this for me? يعني في حالة polite request نقدر نستعمل can as a modal verb to express request. Number 3 to express permission. Can I use your cell phone? You can't go out with Victor. Number 4 to express possibility. Possibility. If the weather is perfect tomorrow, we can go on picnic. يعني إذا كان الجو بكرة جميل ومعتدل نستطيع أن نخرج في يعني لبيكنيك. نستطيع أن نخرج we can go on a picnic. Another example. I can be ready by 5. I can be ready by 5. I will be ready 5. I will be ready 5. طبعا number 1 to express ability. Number 2 to express request. Number 3 to express permission. Number 4 to express possibility. Could. طبعا هنا كان طلاب كان في زمن ال present simple. في زمن ال past simple شو يصير could. To express ability in the past. Jackson could talk when he was 4. Number 2 to express permission. Could I leave the classroom? Could I leave the classroom? Number 3 to express future possibility. To express future possibility. I could get a bad final mark. It depends on the next exam. Number 4 could with the present perfect tense is used to express something in the past may be real. You could have been killed in that accident. I could have won that game. طبعا استخدامات could with the present perfect tense. present perfect tense طلاب بالمضارع التام. شو راح تصير الجملة for example you could have been وراها killed verb in the past participle in that accident. I could have won that game. won هو أيضا verb in the past participle. Modal uses as auxiliary verb for example I can go. Do not shout tense or subject agreement. He can go. He can't go. طبعا he can't go هاي الجملة غلط incorrect. الcorrect يصير he can go. Before the negative particle is not negation. I cannot go. I cannot go. Before the subject in yes no question. Can you go. يعني استخدامات الفعل المساعد اللي هو modal auxiliary verb اللي هو can. يقول لك بالجمل اللي هي من نوع yes no question اللي هي interactive sentence جمل استفهامية نقدر نسبق can قبل subject. Can you go. بالجمل النيجاتيف استفهامية شو يصير ضيف not صير I cannot go. I cannot go. Take the parenthetic verb as the main verb in the verb phrase. For example he can go. He can go. طبعا ما أقدر يعني أقول he can't go. This is incorrect. وأيضا ما أقدر أقول he can went. This is incorrect. فبعد كان يأتي شنو طلاب فعل أو عفوا فعل أو مصدر مجرد infinitive verb. infinitive verb هو مصدر مجرد base verb. Express stands meaning. See next slide. Frequency of modals in academic writing. May. The most frequent modal in academic writing are can, may and will. طلاب هاي طلاب هنا بدنا نحكي عن تصنيفات المودال فيرب الأكاديميك رايتنج. منو أكثر استعمال بالرايتنج؟ The most frequent modal يعني المتكرر الفعل الناقص المتكرر بالأكاديميك رايتنج اللي هو راح نبدأ بكان. كان بعد كان may ورا may will after that with بعدين should must could might have to shall. إذا طلاب the most frequent modal in the academic writing اللي وش راح تستعمله والأكثر تكرارا وشنو طلاب؟ الكان والمي والwill. أما الwould والshould والmust والcould and might are used but infrequently، يعني تستعمل بالacademic writing لكن مو مثل الfrequent modal المتكررة مثل can will وأيضا may. آخر شيء the most infrequent modal in academic writing are have to and shall is extremely infrequent، يعني أقل استخداما في الacademic writing وتكون غير متكررة اللي هي راح تكون عبارة عن have to shall هي آخر شيء. Modal auxiliary verb to express permission يعني أيضا يعتبر polite request. Can I use your cell phone? You can't go out with Victor. To express possibility. If the weather is perfect tomorrow, we can go on a picnic. I can be ready by 5. I will be ready 5. أيضا can is used to express a statement that is less uncertain than will. نقدر نستعمل can بدل instead of will طبعا to express a statement في التعبير عن المهمات that is less uncertain تكون يعني أقل تأكيدا. Be able to أيضا يعتبر modal auxiliary verb. Be able to is used to describe an ability that a person will have in the future. My baby will be able to walk in a few months. Another example, I am busy, but I will be able to talk to you in 10 minutes. I am busy, but I will be able to talk to you in 10 minutes. Could. استخدامات could is used. Number 1 to express ability in the past. For example, Jason could do 50 push-ups in 5 minutes when he was young. Another example, مثال آخر, Jason could talk when he was 4. استعمال الثاني the second uses to express permission. Could you lend me 2 grants? Question mark. طلاب بعد ما تعلمنا كان وكود أيضا ننتقل إلى another modals verb اللي هو another modal verbs which as have to are used to. استخدامات have to. Number 1 express something is necessary and essential يعني ضروري and essential أساسي. You have to drive on the right in France. You have to drive on the right in France. Another example. Students have to wear uniform. Have to wear uniform. Modal auxiliary verb. الاستعمال الثالث ل have to. Not have to is used to express something that is not to be done necessarily. We don't have to get up early on Saturday. She doesn't have to live in the hotel. She can live with us. We don't have to get up early on Saturday. She doesn't have to live in the hotel. She can live with us. Have to, has to وطبعا ماضيها شنو طلاب had to وأيضا تقدر تستعملها وتقول will have to. It is necessary. هاي أول استخدام the first use. The second use show obligation and giving advice. Have to has to in the present near future. had to تستعمل in the past في الماضي. will have to in the future. إذا have to has to وين استعملها بالpresent form. من the past بالماضي تتغير change to had to. In the future it will be changed will have to. will have to will have to will have to. Examples. I have to clean my room. My mother forces me to do it. She has to finish the test before the bell ring. After the bell ring, we cannot go on answering the question. طبعا معطيك الجملة والmeaning مال الجملة بس كل الجمل هنا استعملت has to في زمن المضارع had to في زمن الماضي will have to in the future. Number 1 first sentence I have to clean my room. Number 2 she has to finish the test before the bell ring. Number 3 Jill Devers had to take radiation therapy for her diseases to get well. Number 4 at the end of the 8th grade we will have to leave our school. and go to high school. don't طبعا طلاب have to أو has to in the present form. It will be changed تتغير إلى had to في زمن past. تتغير بزمن الفيوتشر تصبح will have to. زين إذا بالجمل المنفية negative sentence شو نضيف طلاب هنا؟ نضيف don't اللي هو auxiliary verb. فهنا نصير don't have to أو or doesn't have to. don't have to or doesn't have to. It isn't necessary. For example, it isn't necessary. That's a great movie. You ought to see it or you must see it. يعني أنا أعطيك just an examples or the modal auxiliary verb. The modal auxiliary verb. Another example. The teacher is supposed to base the grades on the test and assignment. Number 3. On a Friday, the student in our school don't have to wear the school uniform. Don't have to wear the school uniform. They are allowed to wear any color they want. They are permitted to. They can even wear a pink shirt with yellow stripes. Be able to. Be able to استعمارات. طلاب تحدثنا عن can could وتحدثنا أيضا عن have to اللي احنا راح نركز عليه طلاب اللي بهذا موضوعنا المودلز verb. We are going to focus سوف نركز على 3 types of modal auxiliary verb which are واللي هم number 1 can وماضيها could. number 2 have to ماضيها had to. number 3 very important be able to اللي هسه قاعد أتحدث عنها be able to show an ability. فإحنا طلاب بهذا الكورس in the first semester or this semester just we are going to focus on 3 types of modal verb. يعني راح نركز على 3 أنواع من الأفعال الناقصة واللي هي number 1 can, number 2 have to, number 3 be able to. هسه احنا خلصنا can ماضيها could وأيضا شرحنا have to ماضيها had to والآن سوف ننتقل إلى last modal auxiliary verb which is be able to. Be able to show an ability. Number 1 examples. I don't know when I will be ready. I will be able to give you an answer. I will be able to give you an answer later. Another example. Is he able to do it? Yes, he knows how to do it and has time to do it. Can he do it? Can he do it? Uses or use your imagination. Thinks about this situation and create a sentence using modal. طلاب هذا example is very important. إجا العام بالدور الأول first attempt بالكورس الأول first semester first attempt. إجا هذا السؤال واللي ذكرت به الجمل وبين قوسين طلبت من عندهم إنه يعيدون صياغة الجملة باستعمال modal verb. طبعا المودال فيرب هنا راح أولا تنتبه للجملة pay attention for the sentence which one of those 3 modal verb which are have to be able to and can أي واحد من هذني الأفعال الناقصة 3 can be able to use it in this sentence تقدر تستخدمه في هذه الجملة لكي تعيد صياغتها. number 1 pay attention. We are going to Paris for a week. Make a suggestion about things to do. فشو تصير الإجابة طلاب؟ الإجابة هنا ال possible answer. We could visit the Louvre. We could visit the Louvre. We should go up the Eiffel Tower. number 2 we start school in September. Talk about necessity. تكلم عن الضرورة. We start school in September. فيا modal verb هنا راح تستعمل الحل. number 2 استعملنا have to. We have to buy a new notebook. number 3 Margaret is a very talented sport woman. Talk about ability. الإجابة راح تصير she can speak 3 languages. She is able to play the piano and the violin. number 4 we have just won the lottery. Talk about possibility. إجابة رقم 4 راح تصير I might stop working. I may buy a new car. I can travel to New York. يعني 3 إجابات. تقدر number 1 I might stop working. I may buy a new car. I can travel to New York. number 5 Peter has got a headache and a congested nose. Give him some advice. Give him some advice. أعطيه بعض النصائح أو نصيحة. فنمبر 5 you should see a doctor. You ought to drink the hot tea. Number 6 we want to borrow your uncle's Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz. Ask for permission politely. يعني أنه أنت تريد تستعار هذه السيارة، فاسأل بطلب مؤدب. الإجابة Can I borrow your car please? Or يعني إجابة ثانية May I borrow your car please? تقدر تستعمل Can I borrow your car please? Or May I borrow your car please? هاي طبعا آخر possibility. If you have any question just let me know. طبعا طلاب احنا خلصنا هذا الباوربوينت. نرجع إلى الموضوع اللي بعده طلاب. ما الفرق بين ال have to and have got to. have got to يعني أكو فرق لما أنت تستعمل have to بالجمل أو تستعمل have got to. Bring beginners English. have got. طبعا هنا يقول لك the differences يعني الاختلاف between have and have got can be confusing for beginners. Here is a guide the two forms. How we are going to use these two forms. هنا يقول لك راح أعطيك يعني أنه ما هي الفروقات بين have و have got. يعني أنت لما تستعمل have هي نفس لما تقول have got. يعني for example إذا قلت I have a car وإذا قلت I have got a car هاي نفس meaning. two sentences have the same meaning. طبعا بيها احتماليات وبيها استعمالات. Remember this important point. تركز بالبداية على هاي البوينتس. Number 1 have and have got are used for possession للتملك. يعني أقدر أقول I have a car وبنفس الوقت إذا قلت I have got a car يعني إذا قلت I have a car هي نفس الجملة، وإذا قلت I have got a car هي نفس المينينج طلاب، نفس المينينج. يعني I have car I have got a car لأن تستعمل هنا المن للposition للتملك. Number 2 or for example Jack has got a beautiful house or يعني نفس المعنى إذا قلت Jack has a beautiful house. Number 2 only have is used when talking about action. يعني لما تتكلم عن الأكشن أي حدث ما تقدر تستعمل have got. إيش تستعمل طلاب؟ فقط have. إذا للتملك أقدر أستعمل have و have got لأن have و have got the same meaning. لكن for action لأي حدث أنا فقط أقدر أستعمل have لكن ما أقدر أستعمل have got. I cannot use have got in action. For example I usually have breakfast at 8 o'clock. Not I usually have got breakfast at 8. إذن فقط أستعمل have. الصحيح هنا have. The question and negative form for have follow regular present simple. For example يقول لك في الجمل المنفية شلون تصير have. Do you have a fast car? Not have you a fast car. أكيد. يقول لما تستعمل have وتريد تنفي الجملة عفوا لا تريد في حالة الكويستشن السؤال وفي حالة النيجاتيف ما تقدر تستعمل وتسأل بهاف لكن لازم تسأل بشنو طلاب بأكسلري فيرب فعل مساعد لأن هاف هنا ايش تعتبر طلاب تعتبر as a main verb تعتبر كفعل رئيسي في الجملة main verb والmain verb ما أقدر أستعمله for asking فأنت إذا عندك main verb ايش تبحث هنا أنا بالجملة You should look for the auxiliary verb that could fit with this main verb and with the tense of the sentence. لازم تبحث عن فعل مساعد يكون ملائم مع الجملة ويكون أيضا ملائم مع زمن الجملة. فإذا قلت do you have a fast car زمن الجملة present simple. إذن شنو الauxiliary verb راح استعمله هنا do does or do does. هنا عندي you فراح استعمل do you have a fast car. not يقول لك خطأ إذا قلت have you a fast car أكيد هاي غلط. she doesn't have time هاي صحيحة she doesn't have time لأن she تاخذ does. إذن يصير أقول she hasn't time لا هاي خطأ she hasn't time incorrect. have and have got possession are only used in the present simple. Use have for the past simple or future form. she had طبعا يقول لك have و have got. إذا زمن الجملة كان present simple مضارع بسيط عادي. أما إذا كان past simple فش راح تتغير طلاب؟ تتغير إلى had. فش تصير الجملة she had a copy of that book. There is no contracted form for have in the positive form. The contracted form is used to have for have got. Example, I have a red bicycle. Or I have got a red bicycle. يقول لك أنت هنا تقدر تستعمل يعني المختصر مال have got وتقدر تعوض بدل have got VE got. لكن إذا استعملت have بالجملة ما تقدر تستعمل الابريفيشن يعني المختصر مالتها. يعني I have a red bicycle ما أقدر أقول I've a red bicycle يعني المختصر الابريفيشن for have. ليش؟ لأن have هنا is the main verb. Have here in this sentence we are going to use it or we already use it as a main verb. استعملناه كفعل رئيسي فما أقدر أخلي abbreviation للفعل الرئيسي. لكن لو كان عندي زمن present perfect tense المضارع التام أقدر have أعوض عنها VE. I have read a book. أقدر أقول I've read a book يعني أنا أقدر أستعمل abbreviation لأنه have هنا مو main verb فعل رئيسي. have هنا هو auxiliary verb للفعل الرئيسي اللي هو read. هذا جاي أتكلم عن زمن المضارع التام. أما في هذه الجملة I have a red bicycle ما أقدر أسوي have abbreviation لها مختصر يعني VE لأن هنا have تعامل معاملة المين verb. واضح؟ تعامل معاملة المين verb. لكن have got إذا استعملتها بدل instead of have أقدر أخلي الابريفيشن مالتها اللي هو abbreviated تصير I've got a red bicycle. طلاب هنا أيضا هاي هنا طبعا يتكلم عن هنا بالأخير يعني ورا ما شرحنا هذا important point هنا طبعا differences between. Here's a grammar chart showing the construction of the two form. يعني راح يبين لك هذا chart يوضح لك استعمالات الهاف والهاف got. طلاب have got يعني أول استعمال positive I you we they have got مقابلها question I you we they have. Number 2 positive he she it تاخذ have got. question he she it have. positive I you we they have أيضا هنا بالنيجاتيف you I we they have got يعني يصير have زائد not زائد got زائد object. positive he she it have يعني بعد شيء طلاب يأتي object. أما في حالة النيجاتيف he she it have got يعني نقول has زائد not زائد got زائد object. في حالة الquestion I you we they have got أيضا لكن في حالة النيجاتيف يصير يعني subject plus do plus not plus have plus object. في حالة أيضا question يعني question في الجمل الاستفهامية فراح يصير he she it have got يعني تبدي بالفعل المساعد زائدا has or have زائدا subject زائد got. أما في حالة النيجاتيف راح يصير subject زائدا does زائد not زائد have زائد object. فأنت اقرأ فقط الأمثلة اللي موجودة هنا. check your understanding with this have got quiz. طبعا أنا طلاب هذا exercise. فشنو الإجابة مالته طلاب؟ نجي على وجه بيتر فراغ a beautiful new house in the countryside. فاش تستعمل هنا يا ما تقول has correct or has got اثنيناتها صحيحة. number 2 does she any children فالإجابة راح تكون does she have or أو has she got. number 3 I فراغ a fantastic apartment in New York when I lived there. فش راح تصير الإجابة I had لأن هنا عندي when I lived there فزمن ماضي راح تصير had. Number 4 Tom فراغ a shower at the moment. Can you call back later تصير is having الإجابة. I am afraid we فراغ enough space in the garage. الإجابة راح تصير haven't got or don't have. لو تقول don't have الإجابة or haven't got. Continue. My son dash breakfast before he goes to school. يا أما تقول has breakfast or my son doesn't have breakfast. بعدها I think she dash a new job soon. She will have لأنه soon تدل على زمن الفيوتشر راح يصير will have a new job soon. I think she will have a new job soon. فراغ you dinner early or late راح يصير do you have dinner early or late. بعدها فراغ you time to see me tomorrow afternoon راح يصير will you have time to see me tomorrow afternoon. They usually فراغ a lot of free time during the summer. They usually have a lot of free time during the summer or they usually have got a lot of free time during the summer. طلاب هذه نهاية محاضرة differences الاختلاف between have and have got. ما الفرق بين have و have got. وأيضا أكو ملف PDF راح أنزله لكم هذا للقراءة اللي هو يتكلم عن have and have got uses استعمالاتها differences between those have and have got. وأيضا PDF يتكلم عن 3 types of modal auxiliary verb 3 أفعال الناقصة. we already talked about it in this lecture وأيضا تم شرحها في هذه المحاضرة وهي can ماضيها could number 2 have ماضيها had والثالث الفعل الناقص الثالث اللي هو be able to. احنا قلنا الأفعال الناقصة المودال auxiliary verb. we are going to talk about 3 types in this semester. في هذا الكورس رح ناخذ 3 أنواع which are can ماضيها could have to ماضيها had to number 3 be able to. ففي هذا المحاضرة تم شرح number 1 المودال verbs واللي هي can be able to have to. وأيضا تم شرح الفرق differences between have كمودال verb and have got أيضا و uses those to form in the construction in the sentence كيف تتم استعمالها في الجمل in the construction. أيضا ما هي الفرق between the differences between have and have got for beginners المبتدئين. طلاب, if you have any question just let me know. Thank you for your listening and have a great day.